Only on 11 Alive, a deadly crash on I-75 near the Georgia-Tennessee state line raised questions about the safety of the trucking industry. Despite promises to crack down on unsafe trucking companies, senior investigator Rebecca Lindstrom found federal enforcement has actually decreased.
That promised crackdown was focused on stricter immigration enforcement for commercial drivers and the training all drivers receive. The U.S. Department of Transportation says it has done that, removing nearly 3,000 companies that weren't meeting standards from its registry. But at the same time, it appears enforcement of other road safety violations has dramatically dropped. According to analysis by our investigative partners in Tampa and Dallas, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration closed more than 3,800 enforcement actions in 2024. But in 2025, the agency closed 617. That is an 84% drop. And safety ratings also slowed. An unsatisfactory rating shuts a carrier down. But the data shows a 92% drop in those actions as well. Safety advocates say it is an alarming trend.
So we're failing to keep the bad actors out to begin with. And then we're not doing anything, much of anything, once they start operating in ways that harm the public, or at least increase the likelihood to a very high degree that a negative outcome will happen, like a crash.
An agency insider says new layers of legal approval made it harder for regulators to take action against unsafe trucking companies, creating a backlog that has led to some serious safety violations being dismissed. Our sister station, WTSP, caught up with the head of the administration, Derek Bars, at a convention in Orlando. Jennifer Titus asked him about those allegations and what has changed to slow enforcement.
Legal sufficiency, making sure that everyone understands that you've got to make sure that you have evidence to be able to bring cases against somebody, no matter whether it's a criminal case or whether it's a regulatory case. You got to have evidence. I think you're going to see an uptick in enforcement cases because my message is enforcement is important.
These enforcement cases are basically an audit of a trucking company and its drivers to see if the trucks are in good working order and drivers are properly trained in keeping logs for their time on the road. Our investigation into trucking safety last year showed how those ratings are often the key piece of information companies like Amazon use to decide whether a company is safe to hire.
Rebecca and our Investigates team have been covering trucking issues for some time now. If you have a story idea that you think we should take a look at, give us a call at the number here on your screen. It's 404-873-9111. You can also send us an email to investigates@11alive.com.